Hi y'all, this is Susan from SusanMakes.com, and today I'm going to be making another card from the September 2020 Day of the Dead box from Hedgehog Hollow. We're going to be using their Sugar Mask die set for this one. Let me let you see this one really close. As you can see, it's a two-piece die set. The outer piece here cuts out just the shape of the skull, and then this one here cuts out the details of the sugar skull. It's a really cute die set, so I couldn't wait to use it. We're also going to be using the Day of the Dead words stamp set from Hedgehog Hollow as well. And in the box, they included some really cool vinyl. There's this one here. This is called Yellow Opal. It's from Tech Craft. As you can see, it's got yellow and pink and peachy, oranges. I mean, all kinds of different colors. It's really beautiful. And I don't think it shows up on camera as well as it shows up in real life, but it is just neat. But the secret, the big one here, is they included some of this. You know what this is? This is glow-in-the-dark vinyl. So this is also from Tech Craft, and it is included in the September 2020 box. If you look, it glows in the dark. I can't show you without turning all the lights, and it's broad daylight outside, so it won't work, but I will show you at the end of the video how it looks with the finished card. We're also going to be using this paper pad from Die Cuts with a View. It's no Prob Llama, and it's got all kinds of really fun paper with some metallic elements, like this one. So there's lots of paper, fun paper in there. So let me show you the card that we're going to be making. We're going to be making this card. Now what's really neat is this yellow part that goes around, and all the insides are going to glow in the dark. It is so cool. This metallic, this opal is just so pretty in real life. So the card opens, it's a Z fold card. So it's going to open like this. The front says La Memoria, which means the memory. I had to Google that because I don't speak Spanish. I barely pronounce it properly. The inside says Bien Dia de Muertes, which is Good Day of the Dead. So this is just a fun little card. I wish that I could show you right now how this glows in the dark, but it will not show up. But I will show you at the end of the video. So this is the card that we're going to be making. If you have any questions, please be sure and leave a comment below. And let's get started. Just one more thing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and a share. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to see all of my videos, and ring that bell down below to be notified when new content is uploaded. Thank you. All right, let's get started. These are some of the items that we're going to need for making this card. This stamp set is the Day of the Dead words from Hedgehog Hollow. It comes from their September 2020 Day of the Dead box, subscription box. We're also going to be using the Sugar Skull Die Hollow from the same box. So cute. We're going to be using the 6x6 padded paper. It's no Prob Llama from Die Cuts with a View. It's really a pretty paper pack. It has some really pretty shiny papers. Also from the September 2020 Day of the Dead box, there is this beautiful yellow opal vinyl. It's from Tech Craft, and we're going to be using this for our sugar skull. It's so pretty. It kind of changes from pink to orange to yellow and all kinds of different colors. Beautiful. We're also going to be using this glow-in-the-dark vinyl, also from Tech Craft. It is also included in the September box, and it is so cool. It's glow-in-the-dark, and that's going to be the background so you can see. Now we're going to start with the card front. The card front is a black piece of cardstock. It's cut to 5.5 by 4 1/4. We're also going to be using for the card base a piece of black cardstock that's cut 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. This pretty Aztec print comes from the paper pad. It is cut to 5.5 by 4 1/4, and it's going to go on the front of the card. We also have a piece here that's 1 inch by 5 1/4 inches. That's going to go a strip for the inside of the panel of the card. This pale yellow is cardstock, is going to be the inside panel of the card. It goes really pretty with this Aztec print. And you're also going to need just a strip of black cardstock to make the sentiment strip on the front of the card. So we take the card base, the 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 card base, and we're going to score it at 2 1/8. And then again at 4 1/4. Now we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to fold the card in half at the 4 1/4 score line, and we're just going to burnish that down so it stays nice and flat. Now where it was scored at 2 1/8, we're going to fold back onto itself to make a Z fold card. And we're going to score that, score that down really well. Now we're going to attach the card front to the Z fold card base. We're just going to use a little bit of art glitter glue, my favorite glue. And we're just going to attach that on there, just like that. And now you have a Z fold card. Isn't that cute? So now we're going to attach the Aztec print to the card front. So we're just going to put a little bit of the art glitter glue onto the back of that and just mount that onto the card front. Next, we're going to attach the 1 inch by 4 5 1/4 strip to the inside panel of the card. We're just going to glue it down to the edge of the yellow cardstock. And next we're going to stamp our inside sentiment. I'm using the Creative Quarters from My Sweet Petunia. I really like this because it works great with my Misty, because I am forever not lining up my sentiments straight. So these are really wonderful to help you with that. Now I'm going to be stamping it with Blackberry Bliss ink from Stampin' Up. And once it's stamped, the inside is finished. So now we're going to make the sugar skull that goes on the front. You're going to need to use the outline of the skull. You're going to cut it out of the black cardstock as well as the glow-in-the-dark cardstock. So we're going to get that lined up well, and then I'm going to just get a clip and hold that down. And then I'm going to peel the backing off of the vinyl, and then I'm going just to stick it to the black cardstock. This will give it a little bit more body, so it's a little bit thicker, and it will look a lot better on the front of the card. It won't be floppy. So we're going to get that stuck down, remove the clip, and then go ahead and remove the rest of the backing and apply the vinyl sticker to the black cardstock. So as you can see, there's a little bit of the black showing. So I'm just going to take a scissors and I'm just going to trim around that. So now I'm going to apply the yellow opal sugar skull to the glow in the dark. So I'm going to use a couple of clips to hold that down, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to peel up the backing off the back and then just apply it down. Then I'm just going to remove the clips and go ahead and remove that backing and just press the yellow opal sugar skull down. Look how pretty that is. So now I'm going to use some double-sided foam tape to put on the back of the skull to raise it up off the card. I'm going to fold it over on top of itself to get a double thickness of the foam tape. I'm actually going to put two pieces on there, one towards the top of the head and one more towards the jawline. Again, just folding it onto itself to get a double layer of that foam. Now I'm just going to peel the backing off of the foam tape and apply it to the back of the sugar skull. So now I'm going to put the sugar skull onto the card front. I'm going to center it and kind of push it more up towards the top so there's room at the bottom for the sentiment. Looking cute so far. So now I'm going to stamp the sentiment that I'm going to be cutting into the flag for the front of the card. I'm just stamping it onto the black cardstock, and I'm using Hero Art's Unicorn White. I'm going to stamp it a couple of times to make sure it's good and crisp. Now, this ink does not dry quickly, so you're either going to want to do this ahead of time and set it aside for later, or you're going to want to hit it with a heat gun to speed up that drying time. So now I'm going to cut the strip down into the flag. I'm just lining up the bottom of the letters with the edge of the plastic right where that strip would go. Cut off the top, we're going to cut off the bottom, and we're going to cut off the right side. So you see there's a little bit left over on the left-hand side, and so we're just going to pull out our scissors and we're just going to trim that down to the length that we want. And then we're going to cut it down the middle, and then from each corner towards the end of the line where you cut, and you'll have a nice fishtail flag to put on your card. So now we're going to attach the inside of the card to the card base, and so we're just going to get our art glitter glue out again, just put some glue on the back and stick it down. The one thing I like about art glitter glue is it is flexible and it allows you to move it around so you can get it centered just properly. How it's turning out, so pretty. So now we're going to attach the sentiment flag to the front of the card. I'm just going to use a smaller strip of double-sided tape. And we're probably going to have to cut it in half because I don't think it will fit the strip properly. So yes, we're going to have to trim it down a little bit so it's not quite as wide. Just trim a little bit off of one end and attach it to the flag. So we're going to just peel off the backing of the double-sided tape, and we're just going to attach the flag to the front of the card. And there you have it. We have a finished Sugar Skull glow-in-the-dark card. So you want to be sure and put a little note in here to tell them that it glows in the dark. So cute. Are you ready to see what it looks like? How neat is that? The glow in the dark. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.